Hello viewers, today I am going to talk about Dhamar Tal. Dhamar Tal is one of the tals of Hindustani music which are played on pakhavaj. My today's lecture will include theoretical as well as practical aspect of Dhamar Tal with its Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris. Before explaining this tal of Hindustani music, I will like to tell the viewers that in my previous series of lectures on tal, I had explained the term tal and Layakaris. If the viewers want to know in detail about these terms, it is highly recommended to go through my previous lecture on Teen Tal and its Dugun and Chaugun Layakaris. In this lecture, I will like to brief about tal. Tal or rhythmic cycle is an Indian system of rhythm. Lay or rhythm is the basic tempo which is set by the performer for singing or playing any musical composition. When lay or musical time is fixed in matras, it is known as tal. Or we can say tal is a cycle of the fixed number of matras or beats repeated over and over again till the composition is completed. Teen tal, ek tal, jhap tal, rupak tal, kehrwa tal, etc. These are the most common tals of Hindustani music, which are played on tabla. There are some tals which are usually played on pakhavaj instrument, with the singing styles like Dhrupad and Dhamar, etc. Dhamar is one of such tal which is usually played on pakhavaj, but nowadays it is played on tabla also. So in this lecture, I am going to explain Dhamar Tal theoretically and practically along with its Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris. Dhamar Tal is a rhythmic cycle of 14 beats. It is very old tal and is played on pakhavaj. Hence its bols or the syllables are different than those of tabla bols. Actually, Dhamar Tal was played to accompany the old traditional songs which describe holy festival that takes place in the spring season. This particular form of composition based on Dhamar Tal is called Hori Dhamar, that often follows Dhrupad Gayan Shaili, and it is also performed by itself. This is the only tal in Hindustani music on the basis of which this singing style called Dhamar has been developed. Dhamar Tal is also played with the instrumental compositions in Dhamar Tal, and sometimes it is selected for the solo performance. There are differences of opinion regarding the structure of Dhamar Tal. Most of the musicians divide the 14 beats of Dhamar Tal in 5, 2, 3, 4 beats. However, some suggest that its division should be of 3-4-3-4 matras or beats in 4 vibhags. This approach of its division of vibhags is not very common. Therefore, I will go with the former approach, that is, grouping Dhamar Tal into 4 vibhags of 5, 2, 3, 4 beats. This means the first vibhag is of 5 beats, the second is of 2 beats, the third is of 3 beats, and the fourth is of 4 beats. The clap is on the first beat, that is the first tali. The second tali is on the 6th beat. Khali, the wave of hand, is on the 8th beat, and the third tali is on 11th beat. The theka of Dhamar Tal is like this. ka, dhe, dha, ga, te, ta. This is a tal of pakhavaj. Hence, its bowls are of pakhavaj, which are different than those of tabla bowls and are known as khule bowl. Dhamar Tal is a tal of vilambit and madhya lay, that is slow and medium tempo, and is never played in dhrut lay, that is fast tempo. You can see Dhamar Tal written in the script in its complete form, that is showing sam, tali and khali. Now, I will demonstrate before you how to recite Dhamar Tal and counting matras and showing sam, tali and khali by hands. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ka, dhe, ta, dha, ga, te, ta, ta, ka. Though Dhamar Tal is a tal usually played on pakhavaj, but nowadays it is played on tabla also. Now you will listen the practical performance of Dhamar Tal on tabla.
Tal Dhamar Tha Le. Ka dhe ta dha a ga te ta a.
As I have indicated before, that Hindustani music, there are other tals having 14 beats, and those are Jhumra and Adachar tal. But Jhumra and Adachar tal are the tals of tabla, and their structure is totally different than that of Dhamar Tal. These are played with khayal compositions of singing and sometimes are played with guts in Jhumra Tal and Adachar Tal. But Dhamar Tal is a tal of pakhavaj, and hence its bowls are khule bowl and are played with the khule bowl mostly with dhrupat composition. Jhumra and Adachar Tal are rarely selected for solo performance, whereas Dhamar Tal is sometimes selected for solo performance by a tabla player. Now let's ahead towards the second part of the lecture, which is about Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris of Dhamar Tal. But first, let me tell you, what is Layakari? The word Layakari is derived from the word lay. Lay is the basic rhythm or tempo which is set by the performer for singing or playing any musical composition. Layakari is the ability to manipulate the notes according to lay or rhythm. This lay can be double, triple or up to 8 times faster of the original or the basic lay, which is set by the performer. When lay is doubled, it is known as Tigun. Or we can say Tigun is the double of the original lay. Similarly, when basic lay is tripled, it is called Tigun. And when lay becomes 4 times faster of the original or the basic lay, it is known as Chaugun. Dugun, Tigun, Chaugun, etc. These are called the different Layakaris of Tal. These Layakaris can be better understood in a simple way that the time consumed for one bowl or one syllable in one beat in the basic lay is the same for the 2 bowls in Dugun, for 3 bowls in Tigun, and for 4 bowls in Chaugun Layakari. Let me demonstrate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is the basic lay. For Dugun, I will recite 2 bowls or 2 digits in one beat, like 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Similarly, for Tigun, I will recite 3 bowls in one beat. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. And in Chaugun, I will recite 4 bowls in one beat, like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now let me demonstrate Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris simultaneously. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now for demonstrating Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris of Dhamar Tal, I will also demonstrate its Dugun for the better understanding of the students. First, take off Dhamar Tal in single, then I will demonstrate the Dugun of Dhamar Tal. See, ka, dhi, ta, dha, ga, te, ta, ta, ka, dhi, ta, dha, ga, te, ta, ta, ka, dhi, ta, dha, ga, te, ta, ka. In Dugun, you must have noticed that the Dugun consumes half of the time as it takes in single lay. Or we can say that in the same time, take off Tal is repeated 2 times. Now you notice it in Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris of Dhamar Tal.
Tal Dhamar Tigun Lay. Ka thi tha a ga ti ta ta a ka thi tha a ga ti ta a ga thi tha a ga ti ta a. Tal Dhamar Chaugun Lay. Tal Dhamar Chaugun Lay. Ka thi tha a ga ti ta ka thi tha ga ti ta ka thi tha ga ti ta ka thi tha ga ti ta.
In Tigun Layakari, it consumes 1/3 time, and in Chaugun Layakari, it consumes 1/4 time. Or we can say otherwise, that in Tigun, the take of Tal is repeated 3 times, and in Chaugun, the take of Tal is repeated 4 times because of the 3 and the 4 times faster lay of the basic or original lay. See single, Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun of Dhamar Tal. ka, dhi, ta, dha, ga, te, ta, ta, 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 ka, dhi, ta, dha, ga, te, ta, ka. As I have said earlier, though Dhamar Tal is a tal usually played on pakhavaj, but nowadays it is played on tabla also. Now you listen Dhamar Tal on tabla with its Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris. You must have noticed while performing by hands or playing on tabla, Dogun, Tigun and Chaugun or any other Layakari of the tal consumes the same time as it takes in single leg. One more interesting thing you can do with Layakaris, that is to recite Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun of Dhamar Tal in one avartan. While reciting in one avartan, we have to complete Tha, Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun within the 14 beats of Dhamar Tal. While doing so in one avartan, Theka in Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun Layakari will be recited one time only. Now let's proceed towards the writing of these various Layakaris of Dhamar Tal. For writing of tal in single unit called tha, first of all we have to write the total matras or the beats of tal in digital numbers. Then to divide the total beats into small sections or groups called vibhag. The most important part for writing any tal is to write the bols or the syllables of tal, which in the complete form is called the theka of tal. Last but not the least step to write any tal is to put tal chin, that is the symbols of rhythmic cycle. The three important beats for any tal are sam, tali and khali. You can see in the script theka of Dhamar Tal written in its complete form, that is showing the matras, bol and tal chin of sam, tali and khali. It is not irrelevant to mention that for writing any tal with its Layakaris like Dugun, Tigun and Chaugun, Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande's notation system has been adopted, because this notation system has become the medium of instructions in institutional music education in almost all over India. After writing the Theka of Dhamar Tal, the next step is how to write Tigun and Chaugun Layakaris of Tal. So first of all, writing Tigun of Dhamar Tal. As I have said and demonstrated before, Dugun is the double of the basic lay. For writing Dugun of any Tal, two bols or syllables of Tal are combined together in each beat by putting the symbol of an Ardhachandra, a half moon-like figure beneath two bols. And for writing Tigun of any Tal, three bols are combined together in each beat. While doing so, the complete Theka of Tal will be repeated 2 times in Dugun and 3 times in Tigun. You can see Tigun of Dhamar Tal written in the script. It is very important to mention here again, while writing Tigun of any Tal, only the Theka of Tal will be written 3 times, combining 3 bols of Tal in each beat, whereas matras and the Talchin, that is beats and symbols of rhythmic cycle, will be repeated 1 time only. Writing Chaugun of Dhamar Tal. As I have said, Chaugun is 4 times faster of the basic lay. For writing Chaugun Layakari of Tal, method is the same. The symbol for writing Chaugun Layakari is the same. That is, an Ardhachandra, a half moon-like figure for combining 4 bols together in one beat in Chaugun. You can see Chaugun of Dhamar Tal written in the script. You must have noticed while writing the Chaugun Layakari, Theka of Tal is repeated 4 times. It is not irrelevant to mention once again that only the bols of Tal are repeated 4 times in Chaugun Layakari. Matras and Talchin are written 1 time only. While practicing by hand or playing on tabla, Dugun, Tigun, Chaugun or any other Layakari consumes the same time as it takes in single lay. Thus, following these steps, students of music can recite and write Dugun, Tigun, Chaugun or any other Layakari of Tal very easily and quickly. To sum up, we can say that Dhamar Tal is a Tal of Pakhavaj. But nowadays, it is also played on tabla. It is not so frequently used Tal in Hindustani music, especially for solo performance. Layakaris of any Tal are a very interesting and astonishing part of Tal. It is both ways interesting to write the Layakaris and to do it practically. Once the students understand the method of doing it, they start practicing and writing these Layakaris from the very early stage of music learning. It is so easy and interesting that even the beginner students can follow this system of writing the Layakaris as well as performing the Layakaris very quickly. Thus, we can say that Tal and Layakaris of Tal help the students in developing their interest in the subject. Not only this, the students ultimately develop the habit of keeping good command over lay or rhythm while singing or playing. Thank you.